What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here again, beautiful Pensacola Beach. We have a strong west wind today, but right here where we're fishing is actually relatively calm. Here with my buddy Chaz. Chaz is back in town. He's fixing to be here for a good bit. Moved from Mississippi. So it's good to have Chaz back. He's gonna try to catch some bait for us today. We're gonna try to catch some live bait, man. Sometimes there's mullets swimming around here. Sometimes there's LY, so there's a variety of live bait. We did not pick up any live shrimp from the bait shop today. So we're kind of relying on catching live bait. So first of all, we have all of our stuff in the truck at the parking lot, but we're kind of relying on being able to catch live bait and using that to catch some of these fish that are cruising along these flats right here. Look how beautiful that water looks. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna try to catch some bait. If you guys are new here and y'all like any kind of saltwater fishing, pier fishing or surf fishing, beach fishing, stuff like that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I post that stuff all on the channel. And if you happen to enjoy the video right now, go ahead and drop a thumbs up on the video. It helps this video reach more people. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get this day started. Hopefully we catch a lot of fish. Let's see it. It's always cool when you have the blue angels flying right in front of you too when you're trying to do a little fishing. It's one of the awesome things about fishing here in Pensacola, Florida. Look at that. It's so sick, man. Now we have those glass minnows out. I don't know if those glass minnows are going to work. But let's see if we can't throw this cut bait out. We're just gonna keep it real simple. We're just gonna use a nice little piece of cut bait and see if that'll work. Oh yeah. So we are still trying to catch a fish. It's been pretty tough here, but we're actually going to try and free line some bait out because there's a lot of grass beds out here, and normally I do use a Carolina rig. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna free line. I got a couple of glass minnows. I'm trying to catch finger mullet, but finger mullet are really hard to come by right now. I spent the last hour carrying that 40-30 pound cast net down the beach, and it is just wearing my butt out. So I have a couple of these glass minnows, and I'm gonna see if just these swimming around on top can antagonize a bite. Now, like I said, I've never tried free lining like this before. But that's the thing about fishing is, you always try new things. We're gonna double it up too. 2 little glass minnows, man. Let's go ahead and get it. It's actually really deep right here, guys. No, nothing got the glass minnows, but they're doing their job. They're kind of just swimming around. We're just gonna throw it barely off the beach, just like that, and wait for a bite. There's gotta be some big fish cruising this beach. It's like literally 5.5, 6 foot deep. I mean, right off the beach. Like I'm literally up to almost my nose. All right, guys, the glass minnow, the free line glass minnow is getting hit. The free line glass minnows are getting hit. I have no idea what it is though. There we go. Dude, this thing, bro, that was like 5 feet off the shore. Oh my gosh. This is like 5 feet off the shore, guys, on the free line glass minnow. Look, he's right here. It was on the free line glass minnow. No way, man. I think that's gonna be a slot too. The red. Woo! That is sick, man. That's sick. Come on, buddy. That's a nice little slot. Come on in here. The free line glass minnows worked, guys. They worked. Look at that. Woo, baby. Beautiful slot. Beautiful little slot red. We're gonna keep this guy and do a little bit of a catch and cook. Caught him on the free line glass minnow. That's why it's so important to kind of change your tactics, because most of the time I would be throwing Carolina rigs out here. So, I kind of thought of the idea of free lining some glass minnows just off the beach. There's all kinds of stuff that swims by and you don't see it. And that's what came by, man. Little beautiful Pensacola, Florida redfish. We're gonna take this guy home. I don't know how we're gonna cook it, but we're gonna come up with a good recipe, man. And we're gonna cook this guy for dinner. This guy is coming home for me. I've been working too hard today to not take any fish home, so I'm definitely gonna take this guy home. Look at that slot. Right at 21. Beautiful little slot. I told everybody I worked too hard today to not, to not keep any fish. Sir. So we are definitely going to take this guy home and we're going to put him in the frying pan. I don't know how we're going to cook him yet, but we'll figure out a way. I'm sure Kyla's got something. Chrissy's hooked up too.
We're all hooked up.
I think it might be another little slot red. Oh, it is a stingray. No. No. Hey, it still put up a good fight though.
Where's Jack when you need him?
Oh man. Right, not the targeted species, but
pass and go short fishing.
All right, we made it back to the house. We're going to do a little bit of a cleaning job on this little redfish right now. So we're going to go ahead and flay this up. And I think what we're going to do, guys, I think what I'm going to do is cook this redfish on the half shell. If you guys don't know what cooking, you know, fish on the half shell is, it's basically you keep the skin on one side of the fillet and you put that side face down on the grill, and it kind of protects the meat. A lot of people cook fish this way. I think we're gonna try it with that redfish. So let me go ahead and flay this redfish. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I'm gonna cook this thing. It's called a redfish on the half shell. A lot of people do it this way. It is phenomenal if you do it right. Let's go ahead and do it. And that right there, that's one fillet. So this side is gonna go on the grill, just like that. It's gonna be amazing. All right, so we got our redfish out, and this right here, man, this is some of my favorite seasoning to use. This is Everglades fish and chicken seasoning. You can pick this up from Publix, maybe Walmart. I know you can pick it up at Publix, but this is some of my favorite seasoning, man. And this stuff is very, very salty. So if you're using this, you don't really need to add a whole lot of salt, if any at all, whenever you're done with it. So I would recommend that. Not using too much salt. And we're just going to season this thing up. And we're also going to put a little bit of butter on it. Just like that. We don't want to go too crazy with it. We did put a pretty good amount on there, but that's going to be good. Then we're also going to put just a tiny bit of pepper as well. This stuff comes out pretty quick, so there we go. And then that right there, that's all the seasoning we're going to use. We're going to put a little bit of butter on it as well. And then that thing's going to be ready for the grill. It does not take long to cook this stuff at all. That right there, man, is ready for the grill. That's as simple as that. That's all we're going to do. All right, we just went ahead and fired up the grill. We got old Fisher Boy cruising around. You want some redfish, buddy? You guys already know he's going to get some redfish. We're just going to heat that up. You guys know how it goes. We're going to let that grill heat up a little bit, then we're going to clean it. Then we're going to get to cooking. Haven't had fish on the half shell in a long time, so I'm actually pretty curious to see how it's going to turn out. And I think my sister, I see her out there way at the farm, so I'm actually going to probably give her most of this because I am definitely not going to eat it all. Kyla is working right now, so I may take a slab back to her. All right, so we went ahead and placed it scale side down, obviously. And what that's gonna do, man, is it's just gonna protect all that meat to allow it from getting real burnt. And y'all look how good that redfish is looking already, man. I'm just gonna let that cook. It's not gonna take long at all. And then once we got that butter, once it's starting to kind of melt, what I'll do is I get a fork. I just kind of spread it around like that. And it coats the whole entire thing with butter. Some of the seasoning will come off, but that's fine. And that right there, my friends, we're just gonna wait now. That's it. I just let a lot of heat out. Obviously, every time we open it up, we're letting a lot of heat out, but shouldn't take long at all. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's hot. It's getting there, guys. It is getting there. All right, so we got about probably 4 minutes left. It's taking a little bit longer to cook than what I thought, because what actually happens is that the scale side that protects it from getting burnt, it actually kind of slows the cooking process. So it's, you know, a little bit slower of a cooking process than if I were to just put it on the grill. If I just put it on the grill, it would have already been done probably 10 minutes ago. But since the scale side is down, it's kind of slowing it. So it does take a little bit longer, but it allows like a nice, it keeps all the moisture in the meat, man. And it's gonna be really good. It's almost done, almost done. That right there, my friends, that is the finished product. Y'all are gonna see how flaky You see all that butter that's melted in the crevices? Y'all are gonna see how flaky and how good this is gonna be. I know you want some, buddy. That's right. Let's go inside. We'll get some, okay? Come on. Come on. But y'all look how flaky that meat right there is. Make sure it's not too hot. All right.
Fisher the first bite.
All right, let's give Fisher the old first bite.
First bite.
We have another visitor. Hey, y'all quit. Fisher, come here. Gosh, these dogs are gonna fight. Bite my hand off. Well, I think Fisher gave it an okay. We'll give some to Cooper. Y'all look at him peeking. He didn't even chew it. Well, I think it passes the dog's taste test. Here, can you hold this for like 2 seconds? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little taste test too. My sister is holding the camera. She said that she doesn't want any, so I'm gonna have to eat all this by myself today. All right, let's try it out. Redfish on the half shell, Everglades seasoning with butter, pepper. That's all. You need to try some of this. That's good. All the moisture is still in there. As y'all can see, here, show the camera that real quick. That's the bottom side. So the half shell, we're just leaving the scales on the bottom side, and all you do, it keeps all the moisture. Doesn't dry out the fish. And you just peel it off. See how that comes off? Perfect. That is good. And it's so easy to do. So I'm gonna give it about a 9 out of 10. You can't go wrong with redfish, but now my sister Kelsey, she's gonna try it now. I can't be the only one that's tried. I mean, you just can't go wrong with redfish. It's pretty doggone good.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't even taste fishy.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. And that's actually been sitting in the cooler for about a day too. Like on ice, but I didn't even clean it right away.
Oh, great.
Sometimes I'll keep the fish on ice for about a day if I'm doing something, if I'm too busy to clean it. That was really good, guys. But thank y'all so much for watching. Redfish on the half shell turned out absolutely fantastic. If you guys did enjoy the video, like I said, make sure to drop a like on it. Me and Fisher would both appreciate it. And if you guys do want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, see you all in a video next week.